I've homeschooled each of my 6 children from the beginning. That means I'm currently standing at about 48 years of homeschooling if we add them all up individually. 3 of my kids are adults or very nearly adults, and I'm still in the thick of it with the other 3. Homeschooling often feels chaotic. There's so much to juggle on an ordinary day, and quite often I find myself wondering if any of it is making a difference. That constant tension between, I've got way too much on my plate, and am I doing enough? It's just part of the deal. I don't think we ever really feel like we've got it figured out. Well, it's one thing to be the parent teaching, and another to be the kids learning. So I recently asked each of my older kids about their memories of homeschooling. What have they taken away from this experience? The question's kind of selfish, if I'm being honest. I'm still homeschooling their younger siblings, and I want to know, what should I do more of? What should I worry less about? What made the biggest impact on you? Do you know what they told me? The books, the experiences, the times we enjoyed each other's company. In fact, when I ask experienced homeschool parents what they wish they had done more of, they never, ever say anything academic. It's always about relationships, and their best memories very often revolve around the books they shared. Sharing stories with our kids is the best way to cultivate warm relationships, enhance academic success, and to successfully homeschool. Reading aloud is not only the best tool for helping our kids academically succeed across the curriculum, it also helps them grow in empathy and compassion and allows them to bear witness to people overcoming obstacles and facing struggles and pressing onward. It lets them walk a mile in someone else's shoes and helps them connect ideas and think more clearly about the world and their role in it. We know reading does all of this, which is why we all want our kids to fall more in love with books, right? We want them to be readers. So, here's some good news. You are the best person to help your kids learn and grow, and home is the best place to fall in love with books. I'm Sarah Mackenzie, a homeschooling mama of 6, the author of Teaching from Rest, a homeschooler's guide to unshakable peace, and the Read-Aloud family, making meaningful and lasting connections with your kids through books. I'm also the publisher at Waxwing Books, a new boutique publishing imprint that makes books your kids will love to read and that you'll love to read aloud. I started this podcast because I was floored by the impact reading aloud was having on my own family. Not only my kids' education, but also our family relationships. Since then, the podcast has been downloaded over 10 million times in more than 160 countries. Every episode exists to help your kids fall in love with books and to help you fall more in love with homeschooling. You're the expert on your own kids. You know them better and love them more than anyone else on the planet. When you're able to focus on the things that matter most, then you can relax and lead your homeschool with peace and confidence. In our upcoming episodes, you'll hear our best tips and practical ideas to help you read aloud, discuss books with your kids, and share experiences that draw you closer as a family. We'll also give behind-the-scenes peeks at the books we're making for you at Waxwing. Find the podcast in your favorite podcast player and hit subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And if you want our best tips, our best book recommendations, and free resources, head to readaloudrevival.com/subscribe to join more than 135,000 families who get the best of the Read Aloud Revival in their inbox each week. It's time to make meaningful and lasting connections with our kids. Let's do it together.